Batwoman, Season 1, Episode 11, titled A Unbirthday Present. Now, this episode is an episode where I'm quite curious for people who just watch Batwoman, how they're going to react to this. Because we're doing with, like, Gangers and a version of another character from a parallel universe who is trapped because the multiverse is gone because of what Oliver did, and then also so forth, and the events that happened in Crisis. I'm quite curious for those people who just watched Batwoman, because the previous episode 9, because that was the crossover episode, like 9 out of the 10, previous out of the previous episodes are all kind of grounded and kind of like what Arrow was in the first couple of years, this grounded, gritty, hyper realistic show, and it kind of it's one of those I here's the thing, I really dug it. I love the idea of like characters freaking out and being like, what's going on? Oh, oh, it's just another you put for another world. That makes sense, But also I like the relationship between Beth and Kate, and how Kate in a way realizes it's a possibility, a second chance for having a relationship that she wants, and knows that probably is never going to happen with Alice, but in a way she has a second chance with this Beth, and to have that relationship. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. This episode is an episode that's all about Kate. It's all about Kate. Batwoman only shows up for 5 seconds, and I mean, essentially the big threat is that Mouse is kidnapped two high profile people. And one is the police commissioner's son, and chose not to put the bat signal on. So they do play a little bit the ideas like, is the police commissioner not putting the signal on just because they now know Batwoman's gay and all that. So they play a little bit on that, which is, I think what it is, it's that classic thing of art. When people say art can film and TV stop being political, I always say, well, art reflects today's world, so in a way art is political. So it's all that, and they do touch it. It's not like, oh my god, boom, 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 boom. But, the ending happens where, like, basic Gotham is screaming, put on the back signal, put on the signal. It's a really good, and the song they chose is it's a CW type song, but the emo cry with dark song, but it works. It pretty works. There's a couple cool action scenes. The stuff with the main threat stuff, it's really well handled. We do get some flashbacks with Alice and Mouse when they're kids, and basically knowing a little bit more of the upbringing they got given, the horrors, the horror movie, as I said in episode 5. It's not as terrifying, really. Like, it didn't feel like a full-on horror movie, and maybe because it's like you as Alice, in a way, down by it. You're kind of used to it now, and it's that whole thing, and which in a way is more terrifying. It's even more sad, and all the other ascribing words to put it. But here's the thing, I like this episode. Pretty well done. Sad that we have to wait 2 weeks before we see 12, but which I think makes sense. The point, because the hour's ending and all that, probably have Flash, and Arrow taking Flash's spot until this week. It kind of makes sense. But anyway, in 2 weeks, episode 12. And is that curious thing of how is Alice going to react to the whole thing of, oh, this is different. There's another version of you. Want to go out? It'll be quite. It's always interesting when that happens. Really interesting.